Welcome to OSM, Operation Safe Mode. Peace be with you. This is my health and spiritual update that I want to share with you on this particular day. Now, things are a little bit different because I was on vacation this past week, so I skipped my chemotherapy and I didn't have chemotherapy till yesterday. So when I came home from vacation, I started the chemotherapy, and I have my pump here, my buddy, for one more day tomorrow. But I wanted to get a message out to you just to let you know what's been happening. So as I said, we had chemo yesterday. All my markers are the same. Nothing has really changed significantly, so we're moving in the right direction. What the doctors want to do is first do a CT scan, and that is scheduled for next Monday. And once he sees the results of the CT scan, then he will determine whether he should have a PET scan done. So basically what he's going to look at is if the CT scan is the same as the one prior or better, then he's confident that the PET scan can show us what we're really hoping to do, and that is to see that those tumors in the liver are no longer active. I scheduled it for Monday, the CT scan, so I'm hoping to be able to get the PET scan by the end of next week. However, I still have to wait to have chemo until the Friday, I think it's July 7th, because they can't do it shorter than 2 weeks, which I was disappointed in, because you know how much I love going to chemotherapy. So it's kind of going to throw my schedule off. But I really don't know, right? Because the doctor may make some kind of change. We might go with the same 2 chemos for another 11 sessions, which I'll be fine with if that's what he wants to do. He may take one away or go every 3 weeks or whatever. So I'm more excited about seeing how that PET scan comes out, and then excited about seeing what the next steps are in the procedure of still tending to the cancer cells that are in my blood system and everything. So as soon as I know, of course, I'll let you know as well. So thanks again for all your prayers, and we keep moving forward, trusting in the Lord. This spiritual update is a little bit different than ones in the past. It's more reflective. And I was reflecting on the year that I've been under care for stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And when I go to chemotherapy, I see a lot of people wearing shirts for breast cancer or for different kind of cancers, survival shirts. And a lot of people talk to you about being a survivor of cancer. But when I was praying, I was thinking, anytime I participated in anything as a survivor, it was something that I was trying to get over and through it, as if once I finished it, it would be behind me. Every time I thought I would survive something like IUP, spring basketball practices, once you survive it, you realize you didn't survive something, you learned from something. And you were able to apply it to the new level of game that you were called to play. In the seminary, I always thought I'll just survive these difficult classes. But when I look back in retrospect, it wasn't a survival thing that I put aside, it was a learning experience. So what I like to think about is that I've had the blessings to participate in the journey of cancer for 1 year. It's just 1 year. Many of you are far further into participation. But I don't like to think of myself as surviving cancer for a year, because I know for sure that I learned so much from this year. And participating in it, I think, is the term that we should use. That we're participating in this journey of cancer, because when we speak of a journey, we're speaking about only one journey, because every day lived is one day closer to coming to Christ in His kingdom. And if we look at it as participating in it, then the suffering and the challenges and even the heartaches of it is all a part of doing the will of God. So I am blessed to know that I participated in this journey so far for 1 year. Just celebrated my 61st birthday, and really, to tell you the truth, when I first got my message of my diagnosis, I wasn't sure if I would see 61. And not only did I see 61, I really believe I'll see 71, because I really believe in the miracles that are taking place in this time of participation. Also, we're planning a very special event on July 11th and 12th. It's a 2-day conference on Saint Peregrine. And we did this 3 years ago before COVID. I wanted to do something for Saint Peregrine recognition and for people with cancer. And it was very well attended. At that time, I was not a participant in the suffering of cancer. So this particular conference, this 2-day conference, will start July 11th, will be 1 year of my first chemotherapy treatment. So I believe that I have a lot to offer, more even than the first time in the conference, because of my participation. And so what we're going to do is, the first night there will be a conference. I will speak at the conference. Then Father Raniel and I will bless all the cancer participants with the relic of Saint Peregrine. And then the following evening we'll have sacred mass, and we'll have an anointing of all those who are participating in this in cancer. And those participants are also support group people. Whether it's a wife, a spouse, whether it be a parent. So it's important for us to do this. So please, you're listening to this, and I know so many of you are listening all over the country and even throughout the diocese. Please mark your calendar for this. And please come not only out of your desire to see me become healthier, but also for all those that you know and love, and bring them with you. We need to do this more often. When we're a community, we need to see each other in our most vulnerable times, because in those times, it's when we really recognize that God is trying to forge us into saints, and we certainly want to become saints. So that's July 11th and 12th. More information is available. Will be available on the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton website. That's where it's going to take place, and I'll try to remind you in the next update as well. So it would just do me such great blessings to see as many people as we can to participate in these 2 days. So this is my spiritual update. Remember, it's survival is a word of closure or getting through something. Participation means that we're learning and growing. And the one thing we want to learn and grow in is that those who are vulnerable will always, through His grace and mercy, stay safe in His name.